I don't have a painting video this week because I had one of those weeks where you just go like "Rah! I hate myself painting. Table flip. A bit over the top dramatization, but that's how it went inside here. I'm telling you, there's nothing but demons riding horses. But we will not be running out of things to talk about. I was feeling a little bit chilly, so I decided to put on this sweater. You can't really appreciate it with this light, but it is a beautiful, beautiful shade of blue that just looks marvelous with my fair skin. But the problem with this, it's just it's just a very strange. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it because my phone is blocking my laptop screen. I don't know if you can tell, but it has such a weird shape when it's like resting. So it's definitely going to wind it. And then let me show you that. Also, let me hide this dish of sunflower seeds. You. I will clean my room in just a tiny bit. So then I checked the wardrobe. It's a very big mess. And then I remembered that one of the shirts that I washed shrank considerably. And since I have nothing better to do and I really need some kind of external motivation to tidy my room, that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna be tidying my room, we're gonna be tidying my wardrobe, and we're gonna be trying things and see which ones I'll be getting rid of. And I will also probably delete this video in a few weeks, so enjoy. This wardrobe is just one of those things that I keep having to tidy every 2 weeks, so I don't really want to take everything out. I'll see how I can do it in a more productive way. I guess I'll just put on the table whatever I know for sure that I'm keeping and fold it, saving myself time. And we have the first contender. It's a nice sweater. I just don't know if it's maybe too short for me. I mean, I think it sits nicely, but I just think I prefer when sweaters are a little bit more chunkier. This is just about right for my size, right? I think so. I'll see better in the video, but I think this one is going away. At least I'm going to put it in the selling pile. I don't know if you guys been following the news of portrait artist and landscape artist of the year, but they giving them a twist to both of them. For landscape artists, instead of having different artists every episode, from what I understood, from what I've read, they're gonna have 9 artists staying throughout all the episodes of the season. Which, even though I love discovering new artists every year, I think this way is gonna be. I don't know. I think it's way better because sometimes you have these great artists that you can tell that they're good, but they just had such a bad episode and they weren't in their element for whatever reason and they get eliminated. And you just know that has it been another day, they would do great. So now every artist will have a chance to prove themselves. And also, like, one of my favorite things about Great British Pottery Throwdown is how with each episode you slowly start rooting more and more for certain people. And I feel like that's gonna feel the same with landscape artists. And I love rooting for people. I don't know how I feel about this one. It's very like Sunday casual. Actually, I think I like it. I'm gonna keep it. It's nice. It's not very stylish, but I will need clothes for when I'm 80. Oh, actually, and before I talk about the portrait artist, I don't know if you guys heard about it, but Australians did their own portrait artist of the year. And I was so excited about watching it. And I watched 3 episodes, and there was just like something about it that was irking me. I was just not vibing with it, but I couldn't tell what was it. Okay, this is a West. I'm not a West person, so that goes to Vinted directly. Anyway, so I stopped watching it. And then yesterday, I suddenly remembered that it exists, and I decided to watch the 4th episode because maybe I was just in a bad mood, in a bad place when I started watching it. But now I would feel it. And I'm watching it, and it's just making me mad. I don't know why it's just like it's boiling my blood. And suddenly I realize what's going on. There is so much goddamn talking. The host talk to the guest, meaning the sitters. They make the artists talk to the sitters. The judges talk about themselves, and no one's talking about painting. No one's talking about art. They just chatting about some random shit about how they're best friends, how they knew each other before the show. And then the judges. I First of all, there's no goddamn chemistry between the judges and between the judges and the host. And that's like one of the greatest thing about the British show is that there's great chemistry between all of them. And to be fair, they've been working together for like more than a decade. Because even before portrait artists, they were doing landscape artists of the year, and that went for a few seasons before they started with the portraits. So, like, I am willing to give them some hope for the future because I don't know them. I don't know how famous they are in the art world of Australia. Maybe the time when they get to know each other, where they coming from when they talk about art, maybe they'll start, I don't know, like showing some chemistry. But the thing is, whenever they talk, is just they feel so fucking phony, so fake. Like I honestly feel like they kind of people that they don't care for art, they care for art market. I don't know, I just can't stand them. I can't stand them. I clicked off of the episode. I didn't finish it. I left it halfway, and I don't care about for Australian portrait artists. It's such a shame because one good thing say about them, there is a much greater variety of the kind of artists they select to participate in each episode. Not always for the good, because sometimes you just can't tell that they just going for that pretentious art market thing. Although I do have to say, even the British judges, they as well guilty a little bit of that. They always select, especially like for the winners, the kind of artists that feel a little bit more contemporary. Like you see artists from School of Florence, for example, participating and sometimes even advancing to the semifinals, but they never will, and they never will win because they're just too traditional, and they're never looking for that. But yeah, having said that, the news that came out from Portrait Artists is that they are changing the judges, all 3 of them, which I'm very excited. I've read a little bit about the new judges. One is I think she's director of the what's called, not Firenze. I don't know. Whatever it says on the screen right now. Another woman writes on art, so I guess she's like art historian, which is pretty much what happened with the previous judges. And the guy he's a painter, portrait painter, like Taishan Scherenberg. And he actually the Instagram post said that even if you don't know his name, you've seen his paintings. I'm like, okay, let's Google him. And well, yeah, because he's the guy who painted that god awful evil portrait of Charles. Which, funny, yeah. I loved all the memes that came with that painting. I don't know if I like his paintings. They feel more gimmicky to me than anything. But there's nothing wrong with having a style of knowing how you want to paint your paintings. I mean, you can say the same about my paintings, that they're gimmicky. No, you can't. You can't. Not allowed. I will not allow such talk under this roof. Ooh, the grandpa cardigan. I'm looking like such a knob, but it's my home. It's an evening, and I honestly did not expect to be filming the video. I just... How many vests do I have? You know, this video was supposed to be of me trying clothes and then deciding which ones I want to keep. But just as soon as I see them, I know that I do not want to be keeping them. Oh, that's all. Let me put stuff in the closet. Alright, and this was the video of this week that contributed nothing to the Lord of the channel. I didn't even shave. But I do think I looked cute today, and I did wanted to document that. So thank you for watching. See you next week.